so he scores his first 3 out of 3.
Good job, Ralph. Adorable! Bree here, and I don't know about you, but I think that cats are very intelligent. And no, I'm not just saying this because I love cats. I'm saying this because I live with my cat Sith, and he is extremely intelligent. Frumpkin's another story, but I love him. So I was on Half Asleep Chris's channel and I saw his video. I IQ tested my cats. And I loved his building a feeder for his cat so much. I need to watch some more of his stuff. And I'm very excited to see the results of this IQ test.
So Ralph, complete each following analogy by underlining 2 words from those in parentheses. I don't think Ralph was taking it very seriously.
I don't think
Clearly
so.
A human IQ test wasn't going to work.
No.
So I had to devise a feline one. I read a ton of books on the subject and countless
Oh
websites and
my.
online quizzes, but they were mostly pseudoscientific nonsense.
Okay, so if those were all pseudoscientific nonsense, that means that the IQ test that Chris here is going to develop is going to be 100% scientific. I am so excited.
So I pressed them all together and squeezed out the good bits to form my own. I call it the seriously unscientific and borderline silly cat reasoning, intelligence and behaviour exam.
Okay, so it's not scientific
I
then.
guess it's the universe's way of asking you to please consider subscribing.
You heard him. Subscribe. It's right down there. I love how much work he puts into his videos. He does not go halfway. I don't know why I expected anything less than this after the other video that I watched, but I still was not prepared for this.
Question 1. Play
Okay.
a video of birds on the TV. Does your cat 1. Never realise it's just a video and try to catch the birds? 2. Take a bit of time but eventually realise? Or for 3 points, quickly realise they can't actually get the birds? Straight away he was interested, following as they darted around the screen and standing on his hind legs to get a closer look. He did this for a good few minutes, although I think he was being overly cautious of these gigantic, larger-than-life birds, so I made the screen smaller. Then he really got interested. This went on for roughly 15 minutes, constantly swatting the screen and trying to catch those delicious birds. Soon Bella joined in. She was also incredibly interested, and whilst Ralph went to look for the birds behind the TV, Bella kept watch from the front. At no point did either cat give up or realise they couldn't catch them, so both cats scored bottom marks for this round. Question 2. Place a mirror in front of your cat. Does your cat 1. Try to fight their reflection? 2. Show interest but soon realise it's a reflection? Or 3. Immediately know it's a reflection and show disinterest? I put the mirror in front of Ralph and he was more concerned about this massive object several times his size that suddenly appeared.
That is how Sith is. Like, he'll just be like, wait, what is this?
He didn't seem at all fazed by his reflection, so he scores his first 3 out of 3.
Good job,
Bella was
Ralph.
very much the same. She could clearly recognise that her reflection wasn't another cat and stayed put, even more unfazed than Ralph. Full marks.
Oh, yeah.
Question 3. Place some string on your cat's back. Do they 1. Do
Oh,
nothing,
no.
2. Ripple their fur, or 3. Somehow remove the string? I showed Ralph the string.
Oh,
before
come
he
on.
did
They're gonna
anything.
find a way to remove it for
He did
sure.
nothing.
Really? Oh,
So
wow.
then I put it on his head, and he didn't seem to care about that either.
Sith would go
Even fell
berserk.
Bella also
Aw.
didn't seem to care.
They are so chill.
So I tried the string on her head. She obviously thought she looked very stylish because once again, she made
I
no
mean, she
attempt to remove
does.
it. Bottom marks for intelligence, but top marks for fashion.
Yes.
Question 4. Show your cat their favourite toy and then hide it. Do they 1. Never find it, 2. Find it in under 30 seconds, or 3. Find it in under 15 seconds?
Sith, if he decides he's interested in a toy, he fixates. He will not rest until he finds it. This is especially true with Steven's hair ties. Steven used to put his hair tie on the nightstand beside his bed, but Sith would always end up stealing it. So he then put it underneath his hats. Sith realized this and started overturning the hats. And then one night, he didn't put the hair tie under there, but Sith remembers the hair tie being under there, so he will always check underneath the hat now. He is obsessed.
After we got her warmed up, Danielle hid the toy behind a giant Lego brick and Bella found it within seconds.
Oh, good job!
Ralph's favourite toy is a catnip-filled pillow, very kindly sent to him by Ari from Maryland. Thanks again, Ari.
Aww.
I let him have a good play with it first. Or, you know, maybe I just wasn't brave enough to take it from those murderously fluffy paws.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fluffy and yet so dangerous at the same time. Once he was ready, I hid it behind the brick. And just like Bella, he found it within seconds. Full marks all round.
Good
This first section has
job.
been very hit and miss.
Just realized my light's down really low. There we go, that's better.
This first section has been very hit and miss, with bottom marks, bottom marks and full marks again. The next questions, however, are all observations about their behaviour, so hopefully they give us a little more insight. Question 5. Does your cat wake up at the same time / have a similar morning routine? Both cats wake up like clockwork, and meow relentlessly until we wake up too. We feed them
Yes,
both,
we know
and then
this.
Bella steals my spot in bed whilst Ralph stays awake until precisely 11 AM. So yeah, they both have very rigid routines. I'm going to award both cats 5 out of 5.
Sith has, I guess it wouldn't be a rigid routine, but he pretty much stays cuddled up in bed with us until Steven gets up. Then he'll get up and follow him. Frumpkin knows when they get fed in the morning, so he'll go for breakfast. But after that, it's kind of whatever they want to do until I get up, and then Sith knows we open the blinds in the bedroom when I get up, so he will go in there and meow at us until we open the blinds so he can look outside.
Theme I found in all the studies and books was that having a predictable and set routine is a high indication of intelligence in a cat. So maybe they're actually super geniuses, or maybe they're just hungry in the mornings. Question 6. Does your cat go to bed at the same time / have a similar evening routine?
Yes.
Bella's bedtime isn't so much driven by a specific time, rather by when we go to bed. But I
Same.
think we can count that.
Yeah.
She first sits on this fluffy red jumper she likes, kneading and purring for about 5 or 10 minutes. It's really sweet. Once she's done, she walks round to her pillow and goes to sleep. So once again, full marks. Ralph, however,
Adorable!
basically has no routine whatsoever. He could sleep in any number of places and at any time at all, so he scores a lowly 1 point.
No, after we go to bed, how long after kind of varies night to night, but it's generally like 10 minutes after we go to bed. The cats will then come into bed, and Sith will either curl up between Steven's legs or between our pillows, and Frumpkin will curl up by my legs.
Question 7. Does your cat like a variety of different foods?
I mean, we really just feed them normal cat food and their treats. They're very curious about other foods, Sith especially. He loves noodles and
Bella is
tuna.
exceptionally fussy. She'll only eat one particular brand of cat food, and we even have to alternate between gravy and jelly or she'll refuse to eat it. She's incredibly picky with treats too, so she scores 1.
Oh no,
Ralph
they
used
aren't
to only
picky.
eat his particular gourmet brand, but now loves sharing Bella's half-eaten leftovers. He'll eat almost any treats though, so he scores slightly better, a 2 or a 3, I'm gonna say 2. Question 8. How does your cat communicate they want feeding? The choices for this one are 1. They don't, 2. Sit by their bowl, 3. Meow relentlessly, 4. Lead you to the bowl, or 5. Answers 2, 3 and 4.
Frumpkin will lead you to the bowl. Sith will meow.
Both cats undoubtedly score a 5. They are incredibly proficient at getting us to feed them. Question 9. Does your cat make different sounds for different needs?
Yes.
Ralph
Oh,
has a
yes.
few different meows. He purrs a lot, and he makes these weird squeaky noises pretty much all the time. See? Bella purrs and occasionally meows, but that's more or less it, so I'll give them both a 2.
No, they
Question
both
10.
make different.
How many words
They
does
have
your
very
cat
different
recognise?
tones.
Ralph knows his name, din-dins and dreamies, which is embarrassingly few. Bella similarly knows her name, as well as breakfast.
Sith, I feel like, knows quite a few words. He knows his name. He knows his brother's name. He knows down. He knows stop. He knows no. Honestly, I feel like Sith understands just about everything, but come here, he understands that. Frumpkin, I don't know. He knows his name, I know that much.
Question 11. When stroking your cat, do they move to encourage you to stroke certain spots?
Yes.
Finally, a question written for my cats. I mean, technically I wrote all of these questions
Frumpkin
for my cats,
especially.
but they really excel at this one. Both Ralph and Bella cannot sit still when being stroked. Ralph constantly directs
That's
you to avoid his
Frumpkin.
tail or his cheeks or his head, whilst Bella always steers you towards her chin, and particularly while she's been wearing her donut, her neck. An easy 3 out of 3.
Sith,
Question 12.
more or just as long as you're giving him attention. He doesn't care as much.
No, not at all. Can you teach your cat tricks? No, not at all.
Never
I
tried.
tried to make a video about it once, but it didn't go well. A great big fat no. And question 13, if yes, no. No. The final question is worth a gigantic 10 points. You know your cat best. On a scale of 1 to 10, how intelligent are they?
Sith is a 10. Frumpkin. I love Frumpkin so much. He's a 2. He will eat a bug and then cry because he can't find it. That is his intelligence.
I'm going to be brutally honest here and give Ralph a 4. I love him dearly, but he's not the brightest spark, especially compared to my previous cats, Reggie and Tom, who were both really quite intelligent. Bella gets a 6. Still not exactly Einstein, but undeniably smarter than Ralph. Sorry, buddy. And with that, it's time to add up all the scores. Ralph scored a grand total of 33 out of 57, whilst Bella scored 38, putting them both comfortably in the average category.
Okay.
I'll link the test in the
Category?
description if you want to try this on your cat, so comment how they scored.
Should I try this on my cats? Like, I feel like I was able to follow along enough that I kind of have an idea of where they would fall, but should I seriously test them? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, and if you want to keep watching, there should be another video popping up right here. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe to become a part of the Ineffable community, because you are ineffable.